I came to CMA Music Fest back when it was fanfare when I was, I don't know, about 15 years old. And I just thought it was the coolest thing ever that, you know, some genre of music had something that, you know, it was a week that everybody was in town, everybody was home, everybody's hanging out, doing charity events, doing concerts, doing just all kinds of great stuff. And, you know, if you can get into everything and have fun with everything. So I just thought it was really cool. I'm being a very young person, and now that I'm actually on the other side of things and I'm in the business, I know how important that is. We came here right after American Idol was over, like the week after. So got to come here and be a part of that, and I've loved it ever since.
What do you feel has been the biggest changes for you in since the last visit here in that year?
I mean, a year is a very long time for a lot of stuff to happen, and you know, it's just been, you know, a new album has come out. I've been on several more major tours and getting to headline my own stuff now, and so a lot of stuff has happened in between there. More award shows, more racking up more good stuff. So
we're so glad to be here tonight at CMA Music Fest. Thank you guys for coming out.
Well, I do think I was probably the last one to be like on board with the whole headlining thing, just because it's such a scary thing to think of. You know, the show's riding on me, and if I have a bad night or I don't do well or something like that, then a lot of people are going to feel like they didn't get their money's worth, and you know, they're not going to want to come back. And I want to make sure that people have a great concert experience, and the more I do it, you know, practice makes perfect. So the more I do it, the better I feel, and I know I've gotten a lot more confident. You know, even moving into from a opener spot to a headliner spot, I just feel a lot more comfortable with myself on stage, and you know, I'm better talking with the fans, and more able to like have a conversation with, you know, however many thousand people that are in front of me every night. So it's gotten a lot better, and hopefully it'll continue to get better. Even on American Idol, I mean, I look back at the video stuff and I looked horrified. I mean, I was horrified. I guess I'm maybe a little better able to conceal it now, because I still get really nervous sometimes. But yeah, it's just a completely different situation. I mean, you are in a small room with a couple hundred people, a lot of which you know, because there's a lot of family members and stuff like that that come to visit you on the show. But yeah, it's quite different when you are on stage, and it's better though, because you can feel that the camera doesn't give any love back, and people that are in front of you do.
How do you look back on your big experiment for the songwriting on the new album, on setting aside time to really try and concentrate on that? You know, with some distance on it, how do you look back on that, and what does that make you look forward to thinking about writing moving ahead?
Well, I guess everything with the whole writing process worked out all right, because I managed to have 4 co-writes on the album, and the first 3 singles were ones that I had written on. So I guess things worked out okay with that. I was always worried that I'd be really bad, and if I was really bad at it, you know, I'd know it, and I could step back and say, okay, we're going to let these professionals handle it, and maybe I'll keep practicing and see where I am in a few years. But it was a lot of fun, and I managed to learn a lot about the whole process, managed to figure out different writers that I mesh with well, and you know, there's some other writers. I haven't met one person that I don't like, or hung out with one person that I don't like. But there's some people that you just absolutely love, and you can't write with them worth squat. So it's really nice to just find those people. I really sounded country when I said that. That's my mom's. I've been around her, so I say squat. I don't know why. But it's just nice to find people that you mesh with and you write well with. And I definitely want to revisit a lot of those people the next time, find a few new people here and there, and you know, just keep on with it. It's really hard for me to get in a writer's frame of mind when I'm like out on the road. There's so much going on. I hardly have time to, you know, get a decent night's sleep, so it's really hard for me to devote my brain to writing something, because when you sit down to write, it's basically every day I'd go home feeling like I just wrote this massive term paper all day, every day. So it's a very mentally draining process, and you know, I absolutely love it, but it's one of those things I personally have to set aside time to do. And it's like, this is, you know, this week I go in like I have a job to do, and that job is writing. So I work better under conditions like that, not like, you know, we're on the bus at night after a show, headed to the next town. I go to bed. I go to bed, I don't write, I go to bed. So yeah, you got to figure that stuff out. Everybody's got their own different ways of doing things.